Good morning to all. I am Dr. S. Sunita, working as Assistant Professor in Botany, KVR Government College for Women, Autonomous, Kurnool, Andhra Pradesh. First of all, what is meant by biodiversity? Bio means life, diversity means variety. So, biodiversity is the variety of life. Biodiversity definition given in conventional biodiversity is the variability among living organisms from all sources including terrestrial, marine and other aquatic ecosystems and the ecological complexes of which they are a part. So, this includes diversity within species, that is genetic diversity, between species, species diversity and of ecosystems, ecosystem diversity. All these kinds of variables are interact with one another and form the foundation for sustainable development. Genetic diversity. Genetic variability or diversity within a species, that is between individuals of a species. For example, there are different varieties of mangoes. In rice, there are 88,000 recorded varieties. There are different kinds of mangoes, different kinds of butterflies, different kinds of human beings, different kinds of goats and so on. Second one, species diversity. Diversity between different species. For example, tiger and cat both belong to the same genus but they are different species because this is the species diversity. And third one, ecosystem diversity. Diversity within a region. There are different kinds of ecosystems on the earth. Grassland ecosystems, shola forest, tropical forest, desert, etc. Let us know some facts related to world biodiversity. Total land area of the earth is 510,065,284 square kilometers. Forest covers 38.7 million square kilometers. 40% of the global forest land is in South America, Africa and South Asia. There are 5 million to 100 million species on earth, but only 1.9 million species have been catalogued so far. There are 34 recognized hotspots in the world. Among these, 44% of the global plant species and 35.3% of the vertebrate species are present in these hotspots. And facts related to biodiversity of India. Total land area of India is 143 million hectares. India occupies 2.47% of the world's geographical area, but it covers 8% of the total forest area of the world. Approximately 45,000 species of plants and 91,000 species of animals are there in India. Forest cover in India is 23.57%. There are 4 biodiversity hotspots in India out of 34 global biodiversity hotspots. They are the Himalaya, the Western Ghats, Northeast, Nicobar Islands. Let us know the value of biodiversity. There are some ethical reasons for preserving biodiversity. So, our fundamental duty is, according to the Constitution of India, Article 31A, it is one of the fundamental duty of us. It is the food source. Biodiversity is the original source of all food. It is having scientific value. It is also having medicinal value. Our traditional systems of medicines like Ayurveda, Siddha, Unani, homeopathy, all this depends on the diversity of plants and animals. It is the ultimate source of genetics resource center for our future generations. One thing we have to remember, though earth, mother nature provides all the things, all the needs, but one thing we have to remember, the quotation given by Mahatma Gandhi, earth provides enough to satisfy every man's need, but not every man's greed. So, but we are forgetting these facts. So, we are causing a lot of harm to the biodiversity. So, what are the threats to the biodiversity? Habitat destruction and fragmentation, overexploitation, poaching, invasive or exotic species, and pollution. It is one of the major burning problems. So, what are the impacts of the loss of biodiversity? As we all know, global warming is one of the major impact on the loss of biodiversity, and there are severe natural calamities. Hudhud cyclone, Uttarakhand floods, Indonesia cyclone. One of the recent disaster is Visakhapatnam gas leakage. It is causing loss of harm to human beings, animals and plants also. Invasion into forest, deforestation and violating the integrity of species is spreading new diseases. Over the past 50 years, 300 new pathogens have emerged as we destroy the habitats of species and manipulate them for profits. Nowadays, we are facing the problem. That's why we are in a lockdown condition. That is COVID-19 effect throughout the world. That is now we are facing. And so we have to conserve the biodiversity by two means, that is in situ and ex situ conservation. The in situ conservation means conservation of biodiversity within their natural habitats, that is wildlife sanctuary, national parks, biosphere reserve. These are governed by government. And fourth one is sacred groves. It is the conservation of biodiversity by the local people based on their religious grounds. And ex situ conservation, this is the conservation of biodiversity outside the natural habitat, that is in captivity condition or artificial home, for example seed bank, zoo, botanical garden. So human and nature cannot separate. We are all connected from the smallest ant to the tallest tree. So let us protect our family and conserve biodiversity now. Now we have to understand where are our brothers and sisters. We have to we do not have any concern about them. So drawing upon the Indian culture of treating the entire world as one big family, the Vasudhaiva Kutumbam, Dalai Lama on the 50th anniversary of Earth Day, that is 22nd April 2020, said that our Mother Earth is teaching us a lesson in universal responsibility through COVID-19 pandemic. So the earth is for all beings. Protecting the rights of Mother Earth is health imperative. From the forest to our farms to our gut microbes, we are one earth family on one planet, healthy in our diversity and interconnectedness. The planet's health and our health is non-separable. So there are some ecological reflections of the present day lockdown due to coronavirus. That is, the only positive news of this lockdown is Earth is healing. When human failed to protect Mother Earth herself protected human. So one planet, one health, connected through biodiversity. This is an ecological reset, that is nature returns. All the animals are coming to their native habitats because of the lockdown, because of the stop down of the human activities. Unless we take action now, children born today will live in an impoverished world. So conservation is everybody's business. So we do not inherit earth from our ancestors, we have just borrowed it from our children. This is one of the Native American proverbs. So we must have commitment towards the biodiversity, and we must have passion and respect for environment and nature. So one thing I want to say that think globally and act locally. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity.